I had one mission in Taiwan, and that was to eat everything in sight. I'm talking about milk tea, hot pot, beef noodle soup, and stinky tofu. I came ready. So the plan was to go on a non-stop food adventure, going from night market to night market and even going on midnight snack runs at 7-Eleven. I had it all planned out, but life unfortunately had other plans because early on in my trip, I got food poisoning. Hey, I'm Jacky Wongers, and despite getting the stomach bug very early on into my trip, I still managed to eat some incredible stuff in Taiwan. This isn't the food vlog that I planned, but it's the one that I lived. So here's everything that I actually managed to eat before my digestive system waved the white flag. Let's get into it. Alright, before we even hit the streets of Taiwan, let's talk about the first thing I ate, airplane food. Honestly, not gonna lie, it was pretty rough on the plane, I'm not going to lie. I had some pork and rice, which was not good, and then I had some hot pocket thing that was pretty bad as well. Yeah, the plane food was rough and the plane ride overall hurt my butt, but eventually we made it to Taiwan. All right, enough of the airplane food. Let's talk about the real food that I was able to eat in Taiwan. So for the first thing I ate in Taiwan, I kept it simple and I just got me a little bit of rice and chicken. Had to play it safe. Next up, the shrimp. This was a pretty cool experience as we actually caught the shrimp ourselves at this shrimp catching spot and then cooked the shrimp fresh right there. The shrimp looked amazing, crispy, juicy, straight off the grill. Probably some of the best shrimp that I ever had. But here's the thing, I think this delicious snack is what got me food poisoning the very next day. So funny story, sometimes eating fresh isn't always what it seems. Anyway, it tasted great for about the first 24 hours and then I was sick. So after catching and eating shrimp, we made our way to one of Taiwan's fish markets. This place is a seafood lover's dream, but confession, I'm actually not the biggest fan of seafood. But when I went to Taiwan, my mindset was to eat everything. So at the fish market, I had some fish cake, an egg with some clams in it, and some sashimi. So to be honest, this place might have also been where I got my food poisoning from. So after the food poisoning incident, I changed my mindset from eat everything to be cautious of what I ate. So after seeing everything that I ate in order, everything else in the rest of the video would not be in order due to the stomach bug. So moving on to our next topic, 7-Eleven. Have you heard of 7-Eleven? Because where I'm from, we don't really see them like this at all. But in Taiwan, these convenience stores are everywhere and there are more than just a quick stop. You can grab everything from rice balls and steamed buns and even hot meals. When my stomach wasn't feeling great, this spot was a lifesaver because it was able to hydrate me as I drank a lot of drinks from 7-Eleven. So to rival 7-Eleven, they have Family Mart. Everywhere you see a 7-Eleven, you will see a Family Mart. They are essentially the same thing, but different. From Family Mart, I was able to try some of the mafu tofu, which tasted surprisingly good. I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. Next up, hot pot. We went to a buffet and this was seriously next level. You get to pick from a huge spread of fresh meat, vegetables, noodles, and all kinds of tasty extras. Once you pick your ingredients, you cook it all right at your table. It's the perfect way to try a little bit of everything and go back for seconds or even thirds. If you love variety and interactive meals, a hot pot buffet in Taiwan is a must try. Next up is going to be this little Hong Kong cafe that we went to. The interior of this cafe was very beautiful, and as you can tell, in Taiwan, you have to write on pen and paper your order and then give it to the server in order to get your food. At this cafe though, I had some pork, rice, and eggs, and it was very delicious as it reminded me of food that my dad would give me. So moving on, and to be honest, I generally don't know what I ate. I just know I ate it. I just remember it was sweet and egg. So for the next couple of clips will be everything that I ate when I went to Jimin. Yes, I know it starts with a K, but my mom was calling it Jimin, so we are going to just call it Jimin. But here is everything that I ate from Jimin, as I don't know the exact places or what I ate. I just know I ate this all when I was in Jimin. This food was provided from the tour that me and my mom and my family went on. And we went on a tour with a group of different people, and we were able to try a bunch of different food from Jimin. Next up is going to be Taiwan's famous beef noodle soup. Now moving on to some sizzling steak. The steak here was cooked to perfection with that amazing, smoky, charred flavor you just can't get enough of. Paired with some noodles, it made it delicious. It was so good, we had this multiple times. Not only did these places only have steak, they had a variety of meat such as pork chops and chicken. Yes, it is simple, but sometimes simple is best, and steak definitely hits the spot. To be honest with you guys, these steakhouses were probably the places where I ate the most while I was in Taiwan, to be honest with you guys. Moving on to the night markets, as to be honest, I really did not eat too much from the night markets, but I did have some Talangaloo and I had some stinky tofu that I ate off camera. But at these night markets, you can get a variety of different foods, from chicken to even steak to fresh seafood. So be very wary of what you eat, as I was very scared to eat because when I went to the night markets, it was after I got sick. So after I was sick, I was very scared to eat a lot of different things. I wish I didn't get sick, because I would have loved to try a lot more food at these night markets. And now lastly is going to be just random clips of food that I took videos of that I genuinely do not know what they are, but I just took videos of these foods. So go ahead and enjoy these clips, as these are just going to be clips of random food that I ate in Taiwan, and comment down below if you see anything that looks pleasing to you guys. So moving on to some rice noodles, as my mom is a huge fan of these rice noodles, so we had to make sure we got some rice noodles. A Costco hot dog with some clam chowder. So moving on to the home cooked meal section of this video. And I am sorry that you guys will never be able to try some of this home cooked cooking, because truthfully, this was probably some of the best food that I had when I was in Taiwan. So huge shout out to my family, as they killed it in the kitchen and everything that they cooked was delicious. And last but not least is going to be everything that I drank in Taiwan, as I drank a lot of milk tea. But in my honest opinion though, since I am from America, the American milk tea is a little bit better because it is more sweet, and my taste buds like the sweetness a little bit better than Taiwan's, as Taiwan's milk tea is less sweet than America's milk tea. And that's a wrap on everything I ate in Taiwan, or at least everything my stomach let me enjoy. From bubble tea and sizzling steak to hot pot and those unforgettable snacks, Taiwan's food scene is seriously next level. Even with the little food poisoning detour, it was still an amazing adventure for my taste buds. If you're planning a trip, get ready to eat your heart out because Taiwan does not disappoint. Thank you for coming along on this food journey with me, as I am Jacky Wongers, and I'll catch you in the next one.